Why, hello! It's me! The author, Mr. Kent Brindley, and this is Ask the Author Friday. Alright. Now I can see by the amount of subs I've got, many of you are probably still asking, what in the world is an Ask the Author Friday?
Huh?
Good question. Ask the Author Friday. I do this every single Friday. I go through about 4, maybe 5 questions a pop. Just a chance for me to sit down, have a chat with you. So far, I've been writing all the questions myself. It's been fun, but Noah could just crank the fun up to 11. If you guys enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. If you really enjoy this content and have any questions for me, feel free to submit them in the comment section down below. I'll make sure to credit you for the question and we can get going. We can keep this up. Alright. First question. Question number 1. What is your biggest personal change so far in 2022? As with most major personal changes, I've got a muse for this one. I have a muse who helped me to do this. I'm only youngish once. To this day, I'm still single. I am learning to break down the barriers and to let friends know how much I love them. It's short and it's succinct. It's a lot less wordy than I appreciate you, I support you, I stand with you, I see you, and I hear you. I love you. Now, do I say this the first time I meet a person? No. And I've still only reserved it for maybe 5 or 6 people. Maybe 5 or 6 who are pretty important to me. You're important to me. There you go. Still a lot wordier than just simply saying, I love you. Still kind of waiting on the one woman who I'll say it to and it means something a little bit more, but yeah. But yeah, now that barrier is completely broken down. And I'm honestly okay with it. Okay. Moving on. What is your biggest personal weakness? Besides that little drawing that's allegedly supposed to be kryptonite, except I don't have a green crayon or marker, green marker. Even so, I couldn't even tell you what that looks like. Anyway. Biggest personal weakness. Comes down to self-confidence and self-esteem. I will rarely, if ever, stick up for myself. And when I do, it's generally cranked up to 11 or a 12, so it sounds really inappropriate. Because it's been pent up for so long. Still haven't met the right person yet. Generally the last person in the group to speak my mind. And I still seek my validation or my opinion from others. It's all self-confidence. So what do I do with a weakness, with a weakness in self-confidence? I've come to find out that people like the self-deprecating humor, so there. I'll say about myself what I will not allow others to say about themselves, and definitely will not accept others saying about the people I care about. As long as it's in self-deprecating humor. Example, I recently heard a completely innocuous statement about what I can or about what I may or may not be capable of doing, and just probably misheard it, but that's exactly what I heard. Partially because mostly because I hold the speaker in extremely high regard. Secondly, because I've got the self-confidence level to believe that myself. And I know one of you went to my Facebook page last night and very publicly answered that question for yourself in the comments, and I appreciate the honesty, and we'll get through this, and if I keep seeking my validation and verification from others, if I keep looking to others to treat me with respect or dignity, and I submit my personal opinion under how others treat me, that's not self-confidence, that's not self-esteem. That is something for me to work on. Okay. Moving forward. Pressing on. Describe your perfect date. Well, I'm glad you asked that. A June breeze, a warm sunset, South Beach, myself, and that pretty little lady who works down at, Whew! Sorry about that. September 8th of 1984. Great date. Great anniversary. September 8th of 1984. Great days in history. Always a great anniversary when it comes up. The weather's a little unpredictable on September 8th of any given year. Based solely on the anniversary, it's still a great date. All right. Next question. Next question. Sonic or Mario? Huh? Oh, sorry. That kind of answers the Sonic or Mario question, though, doesn't it? No. All right. It was September. Wait a second. It was Christmas Eve of 1988, and I unwrapped the NES along with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Super Mario Brothers was much more fun when the value to Duck Hunt was missing the duck on purpose and blasting the dog as soon as he started snickering at you. I blame the Easter egg of seeing the dog's x-ray as soon as you blasted him. Most dogs go to heaven. The Duck Hunt dog can go straight to hell. Now, this was a computer animated dog. I know the difference. I knew the difference back then, too. Anyway, between Mario and Sonic, I went from the NES to the N64 to the PlayStation. Oops. Oh well. Yeah. I became a PlayStation kid from PS2, PS3, PS4 on up, so there we go. But I grew up on the NES, followed by the Nintendo 64, where I went full circle, and my very first game for N64 was also Mario. Now, Super Mario Brothers is where I got my start. Super Mario Brothers 3 is still, by far, the best in the NES Mario franchise, if not the best game on the NES altogether. Super Mario 3. Yes. Now I knew whose house to sneak to if I wanted to play Sonic 2 and hear the Robotnik music anytime that a boss level came up in the second Sonic game. And I knew whose house to sneak to in order to partake of Super Mario World for the SNES, by far a more fun game than even Super Mario 3. But when it comes down to Mario or Sonic, it was Mario for the video game, Sonic for the cartoon, Sonic for the animated series, and they both have movies, at least one movie out a piece, with Sonic 2 opening today. You have to remember what the Super Mario Brothers movie even was. And you'd know. Yeah, Sonic takes the prize for cinema and TV. You know who else? You know who should take the prize for animated series, though, if he were involved in contention? Oh, yeah. And I'm talking about the 1995 animated series. But I gotta remember, we're not talking about him. The question was specific to Sonic or Mario. Alright. If we're talking about video games, again, I grew up on Mario. And the thing is, anyone who grew up on Sonic still knows who Mario is, but they just don't appreciate him quite as much. So, yeah, Mario probably is the better face value. That's it. This has been Ask the Author Friday, the week of April 8th. If you guys have any questions for me for next week, feel free to submit them to the comment section. If you enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. Thanks. Okay. Love you all.